in the end is for Simon Santoso. Really good final point as well. It was as hard fought as the match was overall. It's the winning point for Simon Santoso. Relieved to see Siddicom's net shot find the net into a final. Simon Santoso here in Malaysia in a really long battle against Tamasin Siddicom. 21-12, 19-21, 21-18. So we know the final tomorrow will be between Simon Santoso and Suravarma. To remind you, there'll be no Chong Wei-Feng Suravarma after this enthralling semi-final between the Indonesian veteran and the Thai youngster. Santoso looked as if he was cruising to the semi-final, to the final. But Siddicom came back at him on more than one occasion, but in the end, it was Simon Santoso who prevailed in 3 games. Due another men's singles semi-final, but that's been put paid by the injury of Chong Wei-Feng. So it's the women's singles semi-final that is up next. Nozomi Okuhara against Adrianti Ferdasari. And again, I suppose, like in the last match, it's Indonesian veteran against teenage talent. There is Ferdasari, the veteran, and there is the youngster Nozomi Okuhara. Turns 19. The 19-year-old Okuhara up against the 27-year-old Indonesian. And the winner of this will play Shuei Yao, who has already won in her semi-final against Shuya Ching. 21-15, 2022, 21-15. PV Sindhu won this title last year, but didn't defend, had too many events coming up. India, of course, Singapore, the Badminton Asia Championships, the Uber Cup coming up. No seeding, of course, for Okuhara. Playing her first win this year. In fact, playing only her second tournament since January of 2013. She got injured in Malaysia at the Malaysian Open last January. Knee injury. She was playing Saina Nehwal. She was up to a world ranking at that point of 25. Former world junior champion. She's a a real talent, and she's shown that so far in the way that she has overcome the obstacles so far. Knocked out the 3rd seed Yui Hashimoto. Did Ferdasari, whereas Okuhara here knocked out the number 1 seed Xiao Ma Pai in the quarterfinals. Tight match, 21-19, 25-23. It was a 3-setter in her opening match against Liang. Ranked at 350 in the world now is Okuhara, whereas Ferdasari, who has been in the top 20 of the world rankings, now slipped to 135, although we have it there as 87. Knocked out the first best event she's had so far in a while. Lost in the first round of the Malaysian Open in January. Her last semi-final was the Indonesian Grand Prix Gold event in September 2012. There, confirmation she knocked out Hashimoto, the number 3 seed, yesterday, almost an hour on court against Tulasi of India.
Nazumi.
So Shui Yao awaits in the final for these two. Ferdasari, similar story really to Simon Santoso, who has just reached the final in the men's section. Confirmation once again, Malaysian officials. Tiong Eugene, the service judge, and we just saw Mohammed Aziz Ali, who is our umpire.
Adrianti Kurdasari, Indonesia. And on my left, Nozumi Okuhara, Japan. Adrianti Kurdasari serve. Love all, play.
Well, back in the big time, Nozumi Okuhara, former world junior champion, up against Indonesia's Adrianti Ferdasari here. Semi-final, women's singles of this YONEX-SUNRISE Malaysia Grand Prix Gold Tournament. And an excellent first point from Ferdasari. Good start to this match, really, I have to say, from both players. A bit of disappointment from home support that they not seeing Chong Wei Feng, which is why he's not out of court now. Just to remind you, if you're joining us, expecting to see his semi-final against Suravama, the Malaysian player having to put out with an injury. Lovely touch from Okuhara. Won gold for Japan for the first time at the World Juniors in 2012. Couldn't defend the title, of course, because she's had this knee injury. This is only her 2nd international tournament since she retired at the Malaysian Open last January, the 2013 event. no doubting Okuhara's talent. Obviously injury a big setback for her. She won at the age of 16 in only her 5th professional event when she won in Austria. The same year she became the youngest national champion of Japan. And I really feel that they have a talent here that could go a long way. Of course, very difficult to recover from the knee injury she had. Whereas Ferdasari, of course, has been there and done it. 11 years in the national setup for the Indonesian player. We're hoping that this is lucky court number 1 as far as Indonesia are concerned. Of course, the mixed doubles pair went through. Praveen Jordan and Debbie Susanto. Just seen Simon Santoso go through as well in the men's singles semi-final. That's a disappointing shot from Okuhara there. Got herself into position well to put it away and just hit it long. Cross-court from Adrianti Ferdasari. Very experienced gold medal winner herself at the 2005 SEA Games. She played Cinnamon Cup, Uber Cup, Olympics. Dabbled recently in a bit of women's doubles as well.
7-4. Service over. 5-7.
From Okuhara.
On court 2, mixed doubles.
Well played. Okuhara left flat-footed. Got the joy from Ferdasari a couple of times with this. Tight start to this first game. Both players able to pick out winners. Lovely touch.
9-6.
Well, depending how forced errors, most of the shots coming from winners, most of the points coming from here so far. It's good to see. there's another example of that from Okuhara. You might be able to notice from Okuhara, she's still got that knee heavily strapped on her left leg. Not surprising given at the time she was out of the game. She looks to be moving nimbly enough. Well played. Another winner. And it's 9 points all. Very rare, isn't it, to see a badminton player out there without strapping. Of course, the body takes a bit of a pounding in badminton, all the stretching, running around, the jolting movements. Excellent. I mean, one player gives it at one end, the other gives it back at the other. And it's been a match where we haven't seen that too many rallies so far, but we've seen some terrific winners. Lovely angled shot from Ferdasari to give the Indonesian the interval lead by the narrowest of margins. It's been a good battle between these two players. Plenty of time for Ferdasari to eye up things, and she found the angle as she did with regularity in that opening game. 11 points to 10, she leads. Shuei Yao, after finishing her semi-final short, having a good watch of this one. Great disguise, lovely drop shot. She is playing some really delightful shots. Good touch showing from Adrianti Ferdasari. Okuhara looks a little baffled.
Harap dulu, jangan gunakan flash. Jangan gunakan flash.
wrap that one up, didn't she, Okuhara? Wrong-footed. Pendulum swinging one way and the other, and it's the end of the opening game. You feel the way it's gone so far. This is another one of the matches that could go the distance. We may have lost a match on court one here, but I think it's going to see any less badminton time than we expected. That's out. Very fair, a rare, I should say, unforced error. Was out. It's been given in. I wonder if we're going to see the replay of this one. Also, our camera down at the other end. It's not going to be that easy to see. And you can see Okuhara there was celebrating the point, but the point went Ferdasari's way. It means it's 15-13 to the Indonesian. She's played the angle superbly there, hasn't she, Ferdasari? One way and then the other. Okuhara with a really good stretch to get to it and actually went across the other side of the court. That's excellent play. Good quality in this women's singles semi-final. That's out. Points ahead really in this semi-final so far. 2 points ahead right now for Ferdasari. Classic. Good positioning from Ferdasari throughout this rally. It felt like Okuhara was on top, but Ferdasari kept her cool. And suddenly she is stretched ahead here at the end of this first game. 3 points in a row for Adrianti Ferdasari.
Thank you.
Indonesia managed to win 3 of the titles a year ago at the Malaysia Open Grand Prix Gold event. Women's doubles, mixed doubles and men's singles. fought against so far here this year. Certainly is the discipline in which you feel Chinese domination is most tested. Some terrific youngsters around, and Okuhara, if she can get herself match fit again, certainly seems to be one of the up-and-coming youngsters. Game points for Ferdasari. There at the first game point, but still a couple left for Ferdasari. Oh, excellent. It's been a superb opening game, hasn't it, really? High quality, lots of winning shots. Ferdasari denied 2 game points already by Nozomi Okuhara here. Can she save a third? The net cord went against Okuhara there, and Ferdasari, third time lucky, takes the opening game. Superb game as well, 21 points to 19. I wonder if we're going to see another 3-gamer here. You wouldn't rule it out, would you? It's Adrianti Ferdasari who takes the spoils in game 1. Nice net cord there, just meant that Okuhara was always going to be on the back foot. Confirmation then of that scoreline. Ferdasari takes the opening game in 20 minutes, 21 points to 19. For more of this kind of action in the second game. Ferdasari then halfway there. Slipped out of the top 100 in the Royal Rankings. She was as high as 15 5 years ago. tonight's game. Ferdinand, I'm sure, won't be resting on any laurels here. He's certainly got the touch. Number 2 seed, showing our ways in the final. Good start from Ferdinand. Tied in the opening game. It's already 3-0 though to Ferdinand at the start of the second. Well, it's exhibition stuff from the Indonesian here. She looks like she's just reading everything so well. And her touch hasn't been lacking. Missed it that time. From her point of view, Okuhara, it's a question of patience here. Well, to stay patient with your game down, 4-1 down. And, again, a misjudgment from the Japanese teenager. In that time. Unforced errors creeping in for Okuhara. I said patience is a key for her. She didn't make that many unforced errors in the opening game. There were mainly winners she was conceding to her opponent, but just a couple of mistakes creeping in to the youngsters' game here. Sorry. for a third Indonesian win in 3 matches here on this first court, and this Okuhara can really shake this game up. Ferdasari very much in control here in this semi-final. It was tied in the first game. It's not been in the second. Okuhara looks a little defeated in her body language right now. And 11-4 down in the second. It's a long way back here for the young Japanese player. Very enjoyable first game, wasn't it? This second game, and all credit to Ferdasari. It's not been too much of a contest. Can Okuhara here claw her way back into things, or is the know-how of Ferdasari just going to see her through? That's better. Okuhara. Nice touch. Disguise on that. Tight one. It was wide. Now she's got some points to play with here, Ferdasari, hasn't she? 11-4 interval lead. I don't think Ferdasari necessarily was expecting to win that point from there. Really good, tight rally around the net. Excellent shot from Ferdasari, wasn't it? Couldn't have played it any better. Just got to stick with it here, Okuhara. I think Siddicom showed in the last match, you know, you just never know what can come out of it. It's given away. Second game, Ferdasari's always been able to keep Okuhara at arm's length. That's going out.
Service over. 59.
close, really, from Okuhara here. She knows it. She needs a little run of points, doesn't she? Okuhara, if she's to stand any chance. These 2 consecutive points got to turn into 5 or 6, hasn't it, really? Well, there's another one. Ferdasari just misjudging things from that side of the court with the length of her shots. This one comfortably out again. So it was only 3 points in a row. Well, from a neutral point of view, a pity really, because there was much in that first game to whet the appetite. It's been a bit of a damp squib really in the second. That's all credit to this lady here, down to Ferdasari, who's been very professional really. She's made a few mistakes like that in terms of her length. Some of the shots she's playing in this second game, Okuhara. He won in just 33 minutes yesterday, Okuhara. Well, it's not going to take too much longer for her to be beaten here, the way things are going. 33 minutes they have been playing. And 2 points from victory now. Andrianti Ferdasari. Well, the semi-final story really so far has been the Indonesian comeback kings, Simon Sandozo and Andrianti Ferdasari, who have both been dropped from the national setup. They're both coming good so far in the Malaysia Grand Prix Gold here of 2014. Match points. Six of them for Andrianti Ferdasari. Indonesia enjoy again in the semi-finals. Andrianti Ferdasari has swept aside the teenage talent of Nozomi Okuhara here. in just 35 minutes. A straight game victory and a very disciplined, cool performance from Firdasari. This has been her best event in a while, and she now has a final to look forward to tomorrow against Shui Yao of China, the #2 seed. 21-19, 21-14 the scoreline. Well, a great array of shots from both players in the first game. In the second, well, it was pretty one-sided. And the outcome, really, after a flurry of points from the off from Firdasari, meant the outcome of the match was never really in doubt. 21-19, 21-14 the scoreline. And Firdasari in her first final for a while. Okay. Men's doubles semi-final then. And it's Gideon, Marcus Fernaldi and Marcus Kido up against the Malaysian pair of Govishem and Lim Kim Wah. And it's been a good day for the Indonesian players on this court. I wonder whether we're going to see it become 4 wins out of 4 for them. Marcus Kido there. Obviously a well-known face in the world of badminton with his partner Gideon Marcus Fernaldi up against Govishem and Lim Kim Wah here, the defending champions. Ranked 15 now, this Malaysian pair looking for their 3rd crown. All of their victories have come on home soil. They, of course, won the Super Series event at the start of the year in Kuala Lumpur. Let's have a look at the Indonesian pair, shall we? Marcus Kido there, the stocky one on the left-hand side. Of course, a former world champion. Seeded 3 here. Up to 11, actually, in the world rankings now.